What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Thingos back again for another video, and we're going to be talking about Invincible, doing another versus, but this time we're going to keep it within the confines of the actual series itself. The last couple of videos I did, I had Omni-Man going up against characters from other comic book universes like Thanos and Homelander. Very good videos. I enjoyed making them. And the last video I made was kind of like a finisher, kind of finish him, look at that nigga, kind of like me finishing off from two videos that I made before, just kind of changing my answer a little bit, and because we got a lot more of an idea of their power levels from watching the show, or at least the version of the power levels that are going to be, you know, for the majority looked upon, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause although there's inaccuracies and changes from the comic, usually when a comic book creator makes an animated show that he's directly involved in the creation of, he kind of sees the show as the final product. So I feel like whatever power levels that we get in the show, even if it's huge changes from the comic, it might be perceived as like the main version to pull from. But you know, if anything happens to where it's like too much of a change, I definitely go back to the comic and reference that too. You don't never want to disregard the source material completely. That's a huge no-no for the people who making the show as well. Once you do that, and you know, you get in uncharted territory and you end up like The Walking Dead. So I don't want them to do that either. But anyway, I was making a video about Splode the other day, and you know, making this versus video that I did today made me think to myself, you know what if I pit Splode against somebody in the Invincible universe? What would be interesting? And you know what, I just thought about it off top. What if Splode actually fought against the Immortal? Now, we know what happened in the comic books, if you have read the comic, between the Immortal and Splode. It's not necessarily in between them, and it's nothing personal. Splode got his karma, and let's be honest, if you fucking with a bitch from the streets, then most definitely she is going to remain in said streets. You know what I'm saying? So he actually cheated with Adam Eve, you know, Samantha Eve Wilkes, with Duplicate. This happened in the comic book series, same thing happened in the animated series. Now, you know what I'm saying, Splode, being the guy that he is, once you know his history, it'll make more sense why he made the decision that he did. I mean, you know, the guy met a girl who can multiply. Can't tell me guys wouldn't think the same thing. But anyway, he actually, like I said, she broke up with him because she caught him in the act. And he ended up still kind of messing with her a little bit, Duplicate. In the show, you don't really see him like messing with her on that tip anymore. I mean, they're still on the same team and they work well together. In the comic book, they was on the same team as well, but they also still kind of were playful with each other, you know what I'm saying, messing around here and there, until out of nowhere you find out, which I thought was kind of funny, but it was a turn of events. She actually did the same thing that Splode did to Samantha. Duplicate did the same thing to him with the Immortal. You had Splode walk into a room in the headquarters of the Guardians of the Globe. In the back, they didn't show it, but I'm pretty sure she was getting her cheeks clapped by the Immortal, because Splode saw it and he was like, no, and fell to the ground, just like Samantha did when she saw him. A lot of parallels in this comic. I mean, Robert Kirkman does that a lot. A lot of comic book writers do that a lot, the little comparison shots, but he literally did the exact same thing that Samantha did when she found him, you know, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I thought it'd be cool to do a little versus with Immortal fighting Splode. Who do you think will win this fight? Let's go over their feats a little bit now. Splode, he's kind of like a Gambit character for people who don't know him. He has the ability to kind of like, I want to say the exact words, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to. So, you know, if anybody wants to be more nerdy and precise, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on no nerds. Got a fucking Cowboy B poster in the back and fucking picture of Alan the Alien on the wall. Like, oh shit, that shit crooked as hell. Hold on real quick. There you go. Sorry about that. There you go, right there. Yeah, and I got that Spider-Man poster. I'm a big ass nerd, man. I ain't trying to diss no nerds or nothing. But if you want to type a more precise explanation of his powers and his, skill set, moveset, and all that in the comments, you are more free to do so. You know what I'm saying? You might teach me a little something. But anyway, Splode, he got the power to touch stuff and like fill it with energy to make it explode. You know what I'm saying? So he can like tap it and then tap it again and boom, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like, how he be putting little energy inside the little balls, golf balls he got inside his little pouches on the side. He throw them and then they blow up, or the little sticks he carry, he put the energy inside that, throw them and then they blow up. You know what I'm saying? He can pretty much turn shit into a bomb, you know what I'm saying? So that's his power. And he also has super agility, and he has abnormal strength. He's not super strong or anything, but he's stronger than most, you know what I mean? Enhanced reflexes and all that. And he got all this when he was in the government, when he was a child, and they actually opened up his arms and did a surgery, putting these kind of mechanical attachments in his arms, which allow him to do that. And they also, you know what I'm saying, experimented on him, trained him in like everything, you know what I'm saying, and gave him the strength that he now possesses, and all the stuff that he can do. And then you have on the other end, the Immortal. Now, the Immortal is definitely way more seasoned in battle, in life in general. He has been around for a long time. I'm talking about this guy got his powers probably back when he was like a caveman. You can see his origin story a little bit in the comics. Doesn't really give you that much detail, but you still see like glimpses of him going through time, and you see the same thing in the animated series. I think it's even more vague in the animated series, but in the comic book and in the animated series, you see that my boy was Abe Lincoln at one time. So I think that's probably, if I'm being honest, that's probably the coolest thing about the Immortal, bro. He's fucking Abe Lincoln. I mean, I don't think Abe Lincoln would have been that much of a bitch, you know what I'm saying, and lost that much, but you feel me? Abe Lincoln, well, the show version of the Immortal is much better. I'll give him that. So far, anyway. But in the comic, man, whoo, he got bitch made several times real quick. They didn't waste no time. But anyway, and I didn't really like him that much from the beginning. I liked him more over time, don't get me wrong. But honestly, it's kind of confusing. I don't know. I think the way that they're portraying him in the show might seem better to most people, but I think I like the comic book version of the Immortal better, but not because I actually like his character, because I like how much of a douche he can be at times, or like an asshole. I don't know, it's weird. I like the character, but I guess I like him for different reasons than other people might like him. Let me say that. You know what I mean? I like seeing him get killed all the damn time and shit like that, you know? But no, if I'm being more honest, the Immortal's moveset, that's one huge move right there. He is immortal. I mean, even if you blow his head off, he's still going to come back at some point. Now, if you destroy his head, he might not come back, like outright destroy it. I don't know if he's come back from something like that yet, you know what I mean? I think every time he's destroyed, even destroyed in pieces, his pieces are still around, and said head. I don't think there's ever been a time where his head been completely destroyed, except for in that alternate universe scene that we got when Angstrom Levi got introduced, and Omni-Man clapped his hands together and completely squished it. Now, I don't think the Immortal can come back from something like that. But if you cut off all his body, he kind of like Wolverine mixed with Superman, I guess. I don't know. I mean, if you cut off all his body and stuff like that and separate it, he'll still live. If you bring his body back, he can come back from virtually anything. Bruh can fly. He has super strength. I don't think he has like any vision or breath or anything, so he might just be like Superman in the strength factor, only he's strong as hell. He's not as strong as a Viltrumite. He's probably like the strongest human on Earth. What, you know what I'm saying? But he's not, you know what I'm saying, at the Viltrumite level yet. He get beat by he get beat by Invincible and Omni-Man several times in the comics. But in a fight against Splode, would he win? The ultimate question after, you know, talking a little bit about Splode and the Immortal. Splode, his personality, you know what I'm saying? He's a little brash. You know, he's a little cocky. You know, a little full of himself sometimes. He talks a lot of shit. He's definitely like comic reliefs. He makes a lot of jokes, but I think you can really count on him in a fight. I think when a fight happens, he more or less knows what to do. He's a team player and everything. He has a couple of dust-ups with team members, you know, things that he says that, you know, kind of sets him like on edge with other characters. You know, what he did to Adam Eve for one. Also when he argued with Monster Girl when she first joined and got into a fight with her. I know he's irritated Robot more than a few times, but that's the character of Splode. I think he kind of irritates everybody at some point, but at the end of the day, you can really count on him, especially, you know, with what he does later on in the series. I think that just really shows that he was just a good hero at heart, and also with one of the most serious fights in the series, and probably my favorite moment with the character, or at least one of them. He got into a brutal fight with the Lizard League that was dope as fuck, that also really showed how durable Splode is. That's another thing I also forgot. I think he has like a stronger bone density than most other people, probably because of what happened to him when he was in the government as well, which makes him like a lot tougher than most people. Like, he's not, you know what I'm saying, like on the Immortal level, or he can't, you know what I'm saying, like survive probably like a punch from Omni-Man to the face full force or nothing, but you know, he more or less can survive things that most people probably wouldn't be able to, you know what I'm saying. He has a higher possibility to, I would say, and he actually survives getting shot literally in his face, in the forehead, like point blank by a gun, which was a very impressive feat. His adrenaline kept him going, and he was also able to knock out the leader of the Lizard League after he shot him in the forehead. So I thought that was dope as fuck. Like I said, that was, and his hand had already gotten bitten off at that point by this other character, Komodo Dragon, I think that's his name, and it was just fucking crazy. Like, that whole scene, he went through so much, yet he still killed all of them except for the, you know what I'm saying, the main guy, but he beat all of them, you know what I'm saying. So I was really impressed by what Splode did, his tenacity, his courage, his endurance, and how he just kept pushing despite, you know, the injuries and shit that he had. In that moment, he was invincible. I swear, man. And then you have the Immortal, who has never done anything awesome like that. He hasn't had a moment like that awesome in the comic book, like just a full-on fight scene where he's pinned against a whole lot of enemies by himself, and you can just really see what he can do with his back is against the wall. You don't really get a moment like that with the Immortal. Like I said, he's kind of more or less played up for as a joke. He gets killed a lot over and over. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a lot of scenes in the comic where, you know, him being in the Guardians of the Globe, he's part of pretty much every major battle. You see him, you know, flying around doing his thing, trying to give orders here and there, at least before Brit shows up, you know, and you see him always, he's part of the fight. You know, he does a couple of cool things here and there. Like I said, his strength, him being able to fly, and him being virtually immortal to anything, you know, it's all cool. And also, since he has been around for so long, he has been alive for so many years, he definitely has more knowledge and more experience, more battle experience, you would think, you know what I'm saying, than Splode. Doesn't make him more likable, but if I'm being honest, not, you know, just being a fan and being, you know, trying to jump on the side of the character I like the most, if I'm being honest, I think the Immortal would probably win this fight. Now, if Splode did something like, you know, threw bombs out and made sure the Immortal kept his distance, and maybe when he closed the distance, he like was somehow able to get like a bomb into his mouth, or, you know what I'm saying, like maybe stick something inside of him and blow him up or something, maybe he could get the upper hand and finish him off like that. If you just blow him up good enough, blow something up close to him, next to him, something like that, it would require some planning on Rex's part. We haven't really seen him do like no tactical planning like that, like beforehand, you know what I'm saying. I think he's capable, definitely, but you know, in a fight straight up, Immortal would probably take this one. He definitely has the strength for it. I haven't seen how hard he can punch somebody, if he could just kill him instantly by punching them one time, maybe a few times, fly him up in the air, let go of him, let him fall. You know what I'm saying, punch right through him, something like that, anything. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, Immortal could beat him, but Rex Splode, with his attitude being the way that it is, I think he would definitely take the Immortal with him. If he had the chance, he would probably blow himself up before he let the Immortal kill him. But at the end of the day, who do you think would win this fight? What do you think would happen? Let me know what you think in the comments, man. The Immortal versus Rex Splode versus the Immortal in the Invincible universe. I did my best to try to sum it up, you know what I'm saying, without a script or nothing like that. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button if you did. Let YouTube know you fuck with me, so you know more people can get recommended to my content, as well as hit the bell to be notified, subscribe, so you know you can know when I drop more videos like this one. And if you want to join my Invincible Facebook group, just look up Viltrumites Take Flight, and you know, I'll be sure to let you join the group and everything, and you know, we can keep the discussion going there, as well as hitting the link to the Discord in the comments section for Invincible Disciples IDs, and you know, we can do the same thing on there as well. Hope you're having a good day, night, wherever you are, and until next time, guys, peace.